I am Majeed like magic. And I'm here to ask you one question. Why do humans tell stories? Why do humans tell stories? You may know storytelling as an art form. You may know it as entertainment. But tonight, I want to share with you that storytelling is, in fact, humanity's best wisdom transfer technology. Humanity's best wisdom transfer technology. Wisdom is knowledge that is earned through experience. Anthropologists believe that cavemen told stories to pass on pertinent information. Imagine a caveman coming home to the cave. He's got some knowledge he wants to transfer, and he says, "Gather round, cavemen. Listen up. I was out there. I followed the river down, and I saw a big tree, and behind that tree I saw this rock, and I climbed up on the top of the rock, and then I saw these berries, and they were juicy and they were delicious, and if you followed my story, you can get those berries too." Now imagine there were two cavemen listening. One of them was a little slow, missing some teeth, and he was like, "I didn't quite follow the story." And then the other caveman was like real smart with glasses, and I was like, "I perfectly received the knowledge you've transferred." And the one who followed the story got the berries, and the one who didn't died. That's evolution. And that's what anthropologists believe has happened with the stories. Those cavemen who could follow the story found the berries. Now, what was happening in your brain when I was doing the stories? Could you see the river? Did you see the tree? What color were the leaves? Did you see the rock? Did you see the berries? Did you see the kind of dumb caveman and the smart caveman with the glasses? That's what happens when you're listening to a story. You're seeing the story. So now I'd love to share with you how to be a better storyteller. Would you like to know? Yes. Make vivid pictures. Use the word imagine. What's the word? Imagine. When you say imagine, the projector of the mind begins to play the pictures. So say imagine and describe a vivid scene. Did you see the caves? Did you see the stalactites and the stalagmites? When you were listening to Pablo's story, did you see his grandma? Could you feel her wrinkly hands? Could you smell the hospital smells? Did you hear when she looked him in the eyes and she said, "Mijo, I'm scared to die"? He repeated that line once more because it's the key line of the story. He said, "My grandma looked me in the eyes. She said, 'Mijo, I'm scared to die because I haven't helped enough people.'" He said the seed was planted and the mission to help people was born from his grandmother. You'll never forget that story. That's an unforgettable story. You could feel the wrinkles of Abuela's hands. That's how good a storyteller I want you to be, because I know you got wisdom. Say, "I got wisdom." Go ahead. And I want to give you the most powerful wisdom transfer technology known to man, which is storytelling. So what do? We bring them right into the moment. In fact, this morning, I was walking along the street out here outside the hotel with our friend Tyler. And we were talking about our stories. We were transferring our wisdom to each other. And I asked him, "What is it you help people do?" And he said, I got myself really healthy, but it was so stressful and I was controlling everything. And everything changed when I learned how to just let life happen. I learned how to surrender. And I looked at him, that handsome man. And I looked at him, I said, "Tyler, what was the moment? Where were you exactly?" And I could see in his eyes, he knew. He said, "I was on the beach. I was under the stars. And I could hear the waves crashing. I could smell the salt from the ocean. And I remember thinking, I just need to surrender." I saw his shoulders drop. I saw a smile come across his face, and I knew that he knew, and he knew that I knew that he knew that was the moment. So I want to ask you this. Your story, like all stories, it has a beginning and a middle and an end. And we're in the middle right now of your story. And your beginning was a humble beginning. And your middle is where you are right now. And the end is the world that you're creating. And you're a visionary. And you say things like, I believe in a world where. And you're creating that world. The middle of your story is solving the problems that you solve in the world. And the middle of the story of the people that you're helping is they have that problem. And you tell your story, and you tell that moment that you figured out how to solve the problem that you solved for the people, and tell that story vividly. Use the word imagine so that people can learn using humanity's best wisdom transfer technology, the story. So whatever the message is you want to deliver, ask yourself, what is the story? And then to go into that moment, ask yourself, where was I exactly? Paint the picture so that we can smell it, so we can hear it, and paint the picture of the world that you're creating that gets people excited to join you on the journey. That's my story. I'm Majeed.